got a voicemail to call you guys, but I don't.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, sir.
Social Security Administration. This is Agent John Savage. How can I help you?
John Savage. Calling who got a voicemail about my social security number being under investigation or something like that.
Oh yes, your Social Security number has been found to be misused in numerous occasions, including drug trafficking as well as money laundering. Excuse me.
Drug trafficking and money laundering. Oh shit. How is that? What? Can you explain it to me? I'm fucking lost right now.
Basically, if you're clueless about this, essentially someone is using your information in order to hide their funds. You have a clean record. You are a perfect candidate for identity theft. Excuse me. So essentially, someone who's laundering billions of dollars to foreign countries such as Mexico and Southern America, they're using your information to cover that up.
So
One, so they don't have to pay taxes. Two,
they took my social
go ahead.
security. They took my social security number and my info and basically stole my identity, and now it's got stuff under it like drugs.
Basically, yes, that's
Oh
the
shit.
essential issue we're facing here.
Oh shit. How do we? How do I clear up my name?
Well, you cooperate with the DEA agents when they essentially conduct the raid.
They're gonna raid
Your
my.
premises
They're
will be
gonna raid
searched.
my house.
Your resident, your residence, yes, your residence will be
When?
raided in the next 24 hours.
Oh shit.
As long as you are able to comply, cooperate, and the following materials aren't found: illegal drugs or prescription drugs not prescribed to you, any unlicensed firearms, as well as any undeclared assets.
You said
As
unlicensed
far as
firearms because I have
yes,
licensed
you can have
and
a license.
unlicensed.
Licensed firearms are fine as long as you have the permit for said firearm. That's perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
That being
So.
said,
Oh
if
my
they
god.
don't find anything, you're in the clear.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I can get rid of a few things. What do we need to do to fix this?
That's it. You just need to clear the raid. Essentially, they
Okay.
will be conducting the raid due to your involvement in this matter.
So I just wait.
Basically,
I just wait for them to raid my house.
basically.
Can I fix it before? Can I fix the situation somehow?
No, unfortunately, this is not a case where you can settle out of court or something of the sort. This is
So
an ongoing investigation. You're just a prime suspect.
I just hang out and wait for a bunch of
We
muscly old men to show up at my door and knock it down with the big old thing.
No, they're not gonna knock the door down. They're gonna knock on your door, present you with a search warrant, and then yes,
What if
they
I
will
don't
tear the shit
answer?
out of your place. But if you don't answer, they'll essentially track you down if you're not home at the current point in time.
What if I hide everything? Send it to my
DEA is good
cousin.
at
Why would you
searching.
guys tell me about this beforehand? Why would you forewarn somebody so they can go hide everything? Because I'm just going to go
I
hide
have no
everything.
idea.
I'm going to go hide the drugs.
DEA has requested for you to be contacted, and we contacted you. Other than
I'm going to
that,
go
I have no
hide the
idea. I'm too far
guns,
down the food
hide the
chain.
drugs, hide the bodies, and I'll be fine.
Bodies. How many bodies?
Don't worry about it.
No, it's best you declare them so we can go ahead and update DEA about this. So when they
Declare
do
the
see the bodies,
bodies. It's not a.
right? Yeah.
We're not at customs here. I'm not
No, which
declaring
those are
anything.
considered assets as well.
The
A
what?
human life is worth something, correct? Those are
I'm giving
considered
them.
assets.
I'm turning my computer over to my friend in about an hour, so they have nothing. They can't find anything on me. I'm gonna give them my computer, my phone, all my drugs, my guns, the bodies, any alcohol that's in the house. I'm just gonna give it to my friend.
Alcohol's fine. There's nothing. Just
But I
it's
don't want
not
him to have
any
anything.
illegal
I don't
substance.
want him to have anything. I'm gonna get rid of all the thumbtacks and nails in the house too, and hammers. That way they can't say that I used it on somebody. I'm just gonna
Yikes.
have padding on everything.
Well, at least if you trip and fall, you won't get injured.
Well, that's true.
Oh, it seems like you're all set.
I mean, yeah, you warned me, so now I'm set. I'm gonna be set. I'm gonna do all this in the next hour. So unless they come in the
Hopefully, you
next
can get it
hour,
done in the next hours.
unless they come in the next hour, they can suck my dick.
They may, they may not. I have no idea.
They're not. They're not coming at all. They're not ever going to come.
Who knows? Who knows?
I know. I know you're a fucking scammer from Nagaland.
Of course
You,
you do. No.
you're
Of
actually
course
probably
I'm
not
not.
from Nagaland, but
No, I'm not. No, not nearly pulling the bull. I mean, come on. But it was fun while it lasted. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Why does this actually work on people?
It does. It does, man. It does. You sound familiar. I don't know. Maybe you've entertained some of these IRS calls as well. I don't know. You sound really familiar. Really, really fucking familiar, man. Like, incredibly familiar.
Yeah,
But
I've made some calls before, but I don't make as many as some of my friends do. So,
understood.
um, but
No, we've gotten
so
calls from anonymous, et
what
cetera, et
other
cetera. So,
what
go ahead.
other what other scams do you do?
This is the newest one.
I know. Is it working good? Because I feel like you guys are taking a lot of money from this one because it's actually scaring people.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, as you know, if you didn't know better, if you were the common schmuck, what do you think?
I'd be terrified, but luckily,
All right.
luckily I know the IRS scams and all those. So, and people are sharing those and getting those out there so people can see them. And we're trying to do the same thing with the Social Security scams, trying to get people to know that those are fake here in the United States. Because I feel
Yep.
like you
It's
are
gonna happen.
taking people's money from that one because you go after everything. You don't fuck
Yes.
around. You
Oh,
go
you.
after
Oh,
their,
yes.
their
Yes.
Bitcoin. You go
Yes. Yes.
after their car insurance.
Everything,
You go
whatever
after
the fuck is under your name, man, whatever you have, because essentially it makes sense. It's logical, right? And if you have everything under your name, if your name's about to be, if your identity's about to be fucked, then it
Mhm.
makes sense that you do hand over everything. Because handing over something and leaving something else doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're gonna expose it, let people know about it, and hopefully,
That's
get
perfectly
this
fine,
out
and that's
there.
part of the challenge, you know. That's part of the challenge. Every day that this awareness spreads of a new something, it's part of the challenge. Essentially, it keeps my brain working. I'll give you that much. I got to come up with new shit every day. You know what I'm saying?
How
Can't
long
use
have
the
you
same
been
shit over and
doing
over
it?
again.
How long have you been doing it? Doing scams?
Hold on, hold on. Let me think. What year is it right now?
Yeah,
18,
almost
two and a half
19.
years, 2.5 years. Yeah,
And
3 years then. You can say three.
what'd you start off doing? What kind?
Taxes, IRS.
The IRS? Did you
No,
do?
no, sorry. Take it back. Payday, payday. I'm sure you heard of payday.
Actually, I think I've heard of them, but they're not around anymore, are they?
No, they're pretty. I mean, people you do them, they do them.
They're just
But
not very
it's pretty
common.
much done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done now.
Yeah. And then what'd you do after that? Then you did IRS.
Yep.
Did you do CRA too?
Nope.
You,
Hours or not the hours. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult up there because in Canadian people, they know the government very well. They know the government would never fuck them like that. Even if they have something overdue, they'd be really really nice about it. So Canadian people are hard to manipulate in that sense. And half of them are high anyway. In Canada, the weed's legal. I mean, I'm high on calls. They're high on calls. We end up being friends, and nothing gets done. You know what I'm saying? We've tried
is
it, but
is weed legal in
no.
India?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, in the way it is, depending on what state you're in, how the police. I mean, anybody can be bought,
What
so it
state
all
are what
depends.
state are you in? Because most of the people I speak to are from Nagaland, but you don't sound like you're from Nagaland.
Nope. I'm actually not even from this country. I'm from the United States.
Yeah, you sound like have more of an English accent than most people I
Yep.
speak to.
Now, I was raised in fucking California, but moved here a couple years ago.
Why? Why are you doing what you're doing?
Because I'm on my own now, and
But
essentially,
why'd you leave
that's what
California? If you lived in California, why would you go there unless you have family there?
I have family in California and here, but I don't live with either of them. See, the essential point is to live the lifestyle that I want to live, smoke the weed that I like to smoke, take the acid that I like to take. You need to be fucking rich in California. Here, here it's pretty good money too, but not enough to live in California yet and do everything that I want to do.
They have acid in India?
Hell yeah,
Really?
some of the best shit, man.
Jesus, man. It's fucking almost
Hell yeah.
impossible to find acid in the States these days.
I know, because the thing is, acid is made by who? The Israelis, and the Israelis come here often.
Wow.
Germans and Israelis, they come here often.
So, where in India are you at now? Like what state or where about? Where
Capital,
where? Where was that?
Capital.
Capital? I haven't actually heard of that.
The capital.
Oh, the capital. What is the capital? I'm not too familiar.
Well, then maybe you should look it up. A
Maybe I
little
will.
something you can learn.
I like to learn from you scammers over there.
It's interesting. I mean,
How far?
being,
So how far from
having, huh?
Nagaland? How far from Nagaland are you?
Let's see. I don't know. But let me fuck. Hold on. I need to do this kilometers and miles bullshit. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm too lazy to do math right now. Thousand miles?
So are most of the people that work there from Nagaland?
Yep. It's usually because they do have a better grip on the English language, and someone sounding Chinese is always preferable to the American public than someone sounding typically Indian. That's one thing I've learned from living there.
So you're in New Delhi,
Yep.
and then do they? From what I understand, they tell people from Nagaland that there's great jobs to be made. They could work for the IRS or for a call center, and they don't really know who it is. And then they come and they say, "Hey, you're going to work for the IRS," and then they start making calls, and they realize pretty quick they're not actually working for the IRS. Is that pretty much how it works?
Damn, you have a lot of inside knowledge. That's quite amazing. I'm not gonna ask where you got that information, but you sure are well informed.
But is that
Most of
correct?
the
I
time, yes.
mean, so
Yes,
basically,
most of the time, yes.
they're kind of falsely getting good Indian people to come to New Delhi for a job where they think they're going to be working for a legitimate company, and then they find out, within the next first couple days that they're working for a scam. But then they don't get paid for 30 days, so they kind of have to stick it out before they have money to go home. And then they don't pay them enough to get home, so they have to stay there another week, right? Another month.
Most of the time, yes. It's different where I do my business because I'm here. We handle things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Stay fair. But yeah, in the typical situation, that is very true. That's what happens in my situation. Most employees we have are pre-aware, or they're old employees who have been working with us for a long. We're all older here. I've been working, I don't know, for the past 5+ years. Everybody here, except for me, I'm the newest one at 2.5 years. But everybody's old.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you guys just switch the scam according to what's best for the time. Like as soon
Yep.
as soon as the
Yep.
IRS one runs out, you're gonna keep doing the SSA, and then when that runs out, you're gonna do the penis pills, and
Find
then when
something
that
new.
runs out, huh?
Basically.
How much do you guys get paid per hour? Do you get paid per hour, or is it commission?
No, I'm on a commission. The money I make, I'm better off with no salary and just a higher commission.
Gotcha. Do you guys get a lot of prank calls? Like, are there a lot of scam baiters that call you guys, or like what's the percentage of like scam bait calls compared to real calls?
Well, in the old process, it was a lot more because the awareness is bred, but in this situation, a lot less. You're actually the first one.
I'm the first scam bait call.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
that
to,
I've handled. I
like
don't think
like
I mean,
today or like ever?
no, it's been like 3 weeks, but it's only been 3 weeks. But yeah, for the last 3 weeks, as far as I'm concerned, the information that I get, because I get everybody to give updated information about what kind of calls we're receiving, et cetera, and our real-time updates. You're the first one, as far as I know.
Damn, that's crazy. Um,
Yep.
how many people work there?
50, 60.
And they're all, you guys just basically like come in at what? You guys are probably, what is it, like 2 in the morning there or something like that, right now?
Yeah,
So you guys what come in at like, so here it is,
six,
it's 1 o'clock here. So you guys
6ish,
started. So you come in at 6 p.m. and then work till what, like 3 or 4 in the morning,
5:30.
and then you just go home and go to bed.
Go home and do whatever the fuck you want, and then eventually sleep.
Take your acid.
No, not on the weekdays. Acid I only do in certain time. I smoke a bunch of weed.
How do you sleep at night knowing that you're stealing from people?
See, that's the thing. In my situation, I come from a very, 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 very rich family. Very, very, emphasis on the very, very. But I never really got a chance to do anything on my own. This is what I'm doing on my own. I'm good at manipulating people, whether it be for this or whatever it be for whatever the fuck since I was little.
What's your English name?
And so,
What's your English name?
what do I use? John Savage.
No, what's your actual English? Like, what's your Indian? Are you Indian or are you English?
Yes, I am. I am.
What's your real name?
Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a call from a previous customer. Give me a second.
Should I hang up on this guy?
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
What?
Yes, Mr. Goins.
Yes,
Sorry, we got disconnected.
it's all right.
All right. Yes, we're still waiting on the update. It's gonna be a while, as far as I know. It's gonna be a while.
Hang up the call. It's a scammer. Did it work?
After the update goes through, what we're gonna do is basically fix the appointment for you with the Social Security Administration in the next, most likely, 48 hours. So what's gonna happen is you're going to meet with an officer from the Social Security Administration in your state.
His boss must be walking by.
For the amount.
You there?
Bank account, and you will deposit the funds that you get in the cashier's check back into the bank account. You can use the same bank, you can use a different bank, whatever you choose to do.
You talking to me or just pretending like you're talking to me so your boss doesn't know?
Go ahead. No one in your family is involved. Just you. It's just you. No one else.
Sir, I'm going to have to hang up because it's not a good video. If you keep coming in and out like that, I need content.
No, that's perfectly fine. You can go do that. Because if you leave your residence and you drive somewhere far, that's when you need to update me. When you take the dog for a walk, it's normal.
Taking a duck for a walk? It's not normal. That's crazy talk. Who takes a duck for a walk?
Oh, people who have dogs.
Oh, I thought you said duck.
No, dog. No, I'm fucking high, dude. My squeak just slurring.
That's right. I started drinking at noon.
Oh, very nice. What do you drink?
Right now I'm drinking Pendleton whiskey.
You're
I
whiskey
slammed
lover.
a Corona.
Like
Well, so I hit a milestone today. So I decided to drink a Corona Light with 40 of my friends. And then, you know how it is when you slam a first beer and then you want more?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I didn't have any more. So now I'm drinking whiskey. So now I'm having whiskey on the rocks.
That's always good, though. Whiskey's always good at a certain point in time. I don't drink much whiskey anymore, just mostly beer. But, you know, a good joint, some good beer, cold beer, fuck, that hits the spot.
So let me ask you this. Is the weed good in India? Because I come from a state where we have some of the best weed ever known. But
so do I.
There might be just as good or better somewhere else in another country that I don't know about.
No, I mean, it depends. See, they don't know how to grow weed here properly. It's not A1 quality. I mean, the stuff that I grow here on my own, that's good, but I don't use it often because I don't really have the time all the time. But when I do, it's great. Other than that, I order from the fucking dark web, man.
Really? You just order that shit off the web?
Yep.
Use Bitcoin?
Yep.
What's your Bitcoin account wallet number?
I have no idea. It's in my fucking phone, which is on the side, and I'm on the call with the customer, as you know.
Do you take Bitcoin and steal it from people?
Of course. It's the easiest thing to do.
I know. I called the other day to SSA where they told me I had like 22 pounds of cocaine in the trunk of a car, and
Hmm.
I told them that I had a Coinbase account, and they started asking me for my Litecoin and my Bitcoin account wallet and all that shit. And obviously, I'm not going to give it to them because I'm not an idiot. But um, you guys will take anything that you can get. So basically, if somebody gives you their VIN number of their car, you'll take their car, won't you?
Nope.
No,
Nope. Nope.
you
Just
won't take their car.
fortunately, we can't. Certain
That's
things we
good.
can't do.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
All right.
Anything's a hassle.
Have you ever taken acid before going to work?
I have, but I wasn't working that day. I was actually leaving for the airport. I was taking a trip to another city, and I was like, "Fuck, let's do this shit. I don't have to work."
You took
So I take some
acid
acid at
and got
home.
on an airplane?
Yep.
How fucked up was that?
It was amazing, man. I love flying. I
Really?
love flying ever since I was a kid. I love flying. This just made it that much better.
Fuck that, dude. Being stuck in a capsule
Freaking
with a bunch of
amazing.
people, tripping balls.
Oh, I focus on the plane, the whole aerodynamics and how it flies and how fucking lift works and drag works and
Did you ever think
always the
about
plane, you know?
did it ever get into your head while you're doing acid that you're scamming people and that you're a piece of shit?
Nope, because I already acknowledged that I am. Yeah, we are a piece of shit, and that's what we are. Everybody's a piece of shit at some point in time. They have been, whether they accept it or not. The sooner they accept it, the better. I have it, so that's what enables me to do what I do.
Yeah, but
Everyone's getting scammed all over the place.
most people that are pieces of shit don't realize they're pieces of shit. And then when they realize they're a piece of shit, they try to fix the things that make them a piece of shit. You're just acknowledging it and carrying on with it. Where like
Yeah, because it's not fixable at the moment, you know?
if I found out that like I interrupted people a lot, I would try to fix that. You know, that's kind of a piece of shit thing to do to interrupt people. So, you know, I'll try to fix it and be like more of a listener. You know, fix my piece of
True.
shittedness. Where you're just like, I'm just gonna continue being a fucking piece of shit. Fuck.
Of course. That's the way the world works.
You know?
I mean, 70% of the world's wealth is distributed amongst 0.01%. I don't think that's, that's also, there's something wrong there, obviously. And those people who have the 70% of the world's wealth, they've done their share of shitty things, and they are the pieces of shit that run the world. So why not? I get my share. I don't really care. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody sucks. I've been beaten to death, almost half to death, over a parking spot, which I had no fault over. So I know the way fucking, the dark side of the world, the good side of the world, it's fucked up. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
How old are you?
How do I sound? I'll give you my age, but how do I sound?
Well, you've been doing it for a couple of years. I think you're like 27.
Nice, perfect.
So, Jesus, man. Have you been doing this? Well, you haven't been doing it your whole life. What'd you do when you lived in California?
Well, I mostly schooled, I came here fairly right after, let's see, 2 years after high school. I was in the Air Force for about 2 years, and then I came here.
So you're in the U.S. Air Force,
Yes,
and now
for
you're
about 2 years.
scamming U.S. citizens.
Yep.
Isn't that like a code
There's
of
a story
ethics
behind
thing?
that.
Isn't that like a code of ethics
No,
thing?
no, I got discharged. I took my retirement from the Air Force. There's a good, nice story behind that.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have time for that one. Well, man, it seems like you got a bunch of fucked up shit going on in your head.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't?
I don't know, man. I mean, everyone's got their own shit going on, but you got a little extra.
Of course. And the extra ones who have extra shit, the ones who end up ruling the world at some point. Einstein, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and all those people, they're all fucked up in the head. Every single one of them.
Yeah, but they're not
Einstein
scamming.
married his own cousin.
They're not out there openly scamming people. They may like
No,
charge
but
a little extra for
Einstein
an
married his cousin,
iPhone
man.
or but people have the choice to pay that, If someone wants to pay $900 for an iPhone, that's their fucking that's their call, but And yeah, that's a little too much to pay for a phone. Yeah, they're ripping people off. Or
Hell yeah, they
yeah,
are scamming in of itself.
all these
You know how much it
people.
costs an iPhone to make? I'll give you the inside information for this because I do have the information. It costs about $250 plus or minus a little bit up and down to make a fucking iPhone XS Max. $250 to make that shit.
That
They're
sounds
selling it
high, to be
for
honest with you. That even sounds high. Were
exactly.
you
That's
born in the USA? Were you born in the USA?
I was.
Okay, so I thought.
So I'm from California, so like Apple's right down the road, and fucking I knew people who worked at Apple. So $250 for an iPhone XX Max, and they're selling it for what? Over $1,000. What the fuck kind of scam is that?
Well, I mean,
Well, the biggest scam.
I did food business for years, and there's a math. Food. The reason food costs what it does is because there's a food cost percentage, and food cost percentage is generally 25%. So let's say it costs you $2.50 to make a cheeseburger. You're gonna
Hmm.
charge 75% more than that for your bills and all that kind of stuff. So a $2.50 burger, you're getting $10 for. So that's the math. So I'm sure an iPhone, if it costs them $250 to make, $1,000 to sell, the math is right because they got to pay 50% to their employees, 25% for their bills. They're just making a little bit, but that's still fucked up. I don't think it costs
Yeah.
$250 to make an iPhone. I think it costs about $20 to make an iPhone, to be honest with you, but I don't actually know.
Well, I mean, if you count actual manufacturing labor in China, yes, you're probably right.
Oh,
But still, we.
with labor and all that, yeah, you're probably right. If
Yeah.
the labor is involved and all that, yeah, you're probably right.
Yep.
So yeah,
But that being said, we're all fucked in this world, so it
well,
is what it is.
I hope that my American friends and the friends that are listening can call and waste a bunch of your time because I'm gonna post your number and we'll get the calls rolling in on you guys. Hopefully, I'm not the only one you get this last 3 weeks. Hopefully, the percentage starts to work itself out and level out to where you're getting about 50% scam baiter calls and 50% real calls because we need to eliminate you guys.
Still works for me.
All
Still
right.
works for me. 50/50 is a good ratio. All right, man.
You
You do
guys will
your thing.
start
I'll
getting
do
some
mine.
calls. All right. I got some people calling you right now, so you should start getting some phone calls from some scam baiters.
All right. Let's see if I get any. Let's see if I speak to any of them. I'm free pretty much for the next 3 fucking hours. I have nothing to do.
All right. What's your name again? John Savage.
Correct.
All right. I'll have them ask for you then.
All right then.
All right. They'll say Luke Dog sent them.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Fuck off.
Peace out.
I feel like Joe Scambait. I love you, Joe. I feel like Dr. Luke Dog. Dr. Luke Dog after all that shit. That was tough. I don't like getting personal with those guys. I don't like having any kind of connection because at one point I'm sure that dude was probably a good dude, but obviously he's a fucking piece of shit. Worked for the U.S. military, born in the United States, moved to India to do acid, smoke weed, and scam Americans. So I'm going to end it on that, guys. Sorry to end it on a down note. Let's end it on a little happier note here. Let's do a quick shot for the 2,000 sub stream. Wasn't planned, but we ended up with 2,000 subs. I'm 90% sure that number is just going to start dropping because it always does. People get excited. They subscribe to a channel. I appreciate all those that did subscribe and that are here, that are new, that are watching. Here's a cheers to everybody out there. Cheers to scam baiting. Here's to catching all these fucks. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week. Call those numbers up. Again, I will post that number one more time for you guys. That's the number. Tell them Luke Dog sent you. Ask for John Savage. Have fun, everybody. Thanks for the donations. Thank you, moderators, for watching chat and for welcoming all the new people and for making everybody feel welcome, like I did when I went to your streams back in the day, and I felt welcome. Especially people like Nikki and Little Peace, Malta. There's a bunch of good people that are always welcoming the new people to the stream. So my battery is literally dead, so I got to go. Thanks, guys. Later.